Hello everyone, my name is Ozmourn. I hope you all are having a wonderful Monday night. Here we are with another episode of the Scenic Route here. The Scenic Route is a show that is all about glitchless and no major glitches runs, or just runs that naturally have little to no glitches in them. But before we get into the real meat of today's episode, I just want to say happy International Museum Day. I hope you went to a museum today, and if you didn't, then please go tomorrow to make up for one. Local museums, please support them. They're really important. With that being said, we are going to be focusing on retro games this episode, and that is really important, a really important genre for me to get into, mainly because a lot of people are asking, or maybe you're asking yourself right now, Oz, what do you count as a retro game? You are a child, and that is true. I am 23 years old. I was born in 2003, and so for the sake of this episode, anything that came out while I have been alive on this earth is not counting. As a matter of fact, I'm not even counting anything made in this century, although I am technically cheating with two things that are going to be on the schedule today. With that being said, we are actually focusing a lot on games, not even from the 90s, we're focusing on games from the 80s today. And that includes, of course, Arkanoid, and Gauntlet. You're going to see Super Demon Returns and Demon Returns 2 with Mr. Shasta under the Retro Game Challenge 2. Yes, that is cheating. And yes, I also am cheating a little bit with this first game that we're going to be seeing, Nintendo World Championship. It's going to be a race between GT Ace and Epic Crossover. But of course, it's all NES edition, meaning all NES games. All of those games that we're going to see featured in this run came out in the 80s, with the exception of one game, which is Kirby, because Kirby didn't exist until 1992. So all games from the 80s, except for Kirby. Kirby can just be here because Kirby is Kirby. With that being said, we're just gonna get straight into the first run, which is the Nintendo World Championship NES Edition Legendary Trial race by GT Ace and Epic Crossover. So please, y'all, take it away.
Ace, it's you. Go.
Here? Oh, am I doing this? Okay.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome to gaming, big gaming. By gaming, there's like 13 of them, as you can see on this list, and we have to play them all. So that'll be fun. And I haven't played this in like a year, so I am very ready.
Yeah. So
can't wait. So
for those wondering, we have a history between me and GTA. So we did a legendary trial race at GDQ in 2025. So this is kind of a run back now, and we're going to show off 13 classic NES titles, ranging from the classic Mario, Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3 Lost Levels, to Ice Climber. So we're going to have a lot of fun, we're going to enjoy it, and we're going to have a lot of cool things. We also have a commentator. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, I'm Vilcat. I've been running this game as well since like pretty much it came out. Not really want to do Legend Trial. I kind of just like grind all the levels sometimes when I feel like it's fun. But I'm excited for this race. It could potentially be really close, and yeah.
Yeah, you'll be hearing a lot of Dill talking because we had to kind of focus for a lot of this race, but we'll chime here and we'll chime here and there to talk about some of the games and possibly our feelings about certain games in the collection. So, Ace, if you're ready, Dill, if you're ready to give us a countdown, we can get things ready. Let's just do this.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Sweet. I am too.
Very excited for this, y'all. Just give us a countdown whenever you're ready.
Go ahead, Dill.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck and have
All right,
fun.
good luck, Dr. Mario and GTAs. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Now for the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
The actual
The
countdown.
other countdown.
There you
The
go.
other
Yes.
countdown.
All right. So, this is Legendary Trial, and basically we have 13 different challenges we're going to have to be completing back to back, and they're all from the 13 games. They are the Legend challenges. So there's like normal, hard, master, and then the Legend Trials, which are like usually longer than the other challenges and probably the hardest ones. We start off with the Donkey Kong Legend Trial, which actually is a really good thing because this one has RNG all over the place. So you got the enemies, which are really annoying.
The most luck dependent,
The
I would
barrels,
say.
which are really annoying. So it's actually really good we can do this first because, you know, you can like get really screwed over by luck here. As
Like
you can
me
see right here, they're
now?
doing a really good
Both of us?
job.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness, can you please go the other way? Please.
I wouldn't
I've never
say
seen it this
is
bad
not
before.
normal.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I got the
Yeah,
shortcut
see, guys?
though, so it's all worth it.
Yeah, so that is quite literally why it's good to have this first, because you can just
That
reset about
flame
RNG.
was like being so disrespectful.
That was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
This is the heaviest RNG game in the whole run by a huge factor, so I'm very happy Nintendo was like, here's game number 1.
Oh yeah, there's
resetting
also
boss.
rewinds that you just saw as well. So if we end up taking a death, and also some other games where you end up either messing up, for example, the game will just naturally rewind you back a few seconds. It also can help you. It also can hinder you. So you'll see that with probably a few other games.
Oh, get wrecked. No,
Yeah, I guess I should mention the legend trial for this is literally just beating the game, pretty much. Like, they're not all like that. Sometimes it's just like beating a stage, but for this one specifically, you beat the game.
Yeah, there's some that do beat the stage, but there's also some that we see at the very end of this. We have a 80% run of Super Mario Bros. 1, so we'll be doing.
I know that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now, like the Metro one, for example, which is this one, you are literally just in the escape sequence. This is actually literally the final part of the
rounding
game,
error.
like in the whole game.
Rounding error.
Yeah, rounding errors. Let's go.
Spoilers
Yes.
for original
Yeah.
Metroid, my goodness.
Yeah, so there's a chance that we end up missing a few of these jumps is because of a rounding error. So for some reason, with Samus's jump height, it just somehow, for some reason, manages to miss like by slight pixels. So, but it's only the escape sequence, so it's not too bad. So we're gonna head into Mario Bros. 2. I don't know how far GTS is ahead though.
I
USA.
am in Mario 2, and I will be going for a double jump strat, which may be a glitch. I don't really know. I guess technically, but
I mean,
it's fine.
I don't know if
But you're going to the Shy Guy.
Oh, I missed it, so
well.
it doesn't matter. Glitchless will prevail.
I get it.
I
There we
am
go.
curious.
Oh my god, look at that. I got it.
I am curious. Do
um,
either or both of you have like a favorite game that you play in this trial?
Ooh.
I like Mario 1 because I'm good at it.
That's fair. Like I can't argue with I can't argue with that logic in any way, shape, or form. Really.
Yeah. For me, I would say Balloon Fight. Actually, I actually like Balloon Fight a lot.
Ooh, that's really
I was
good.
not expecting that answer. Oh.
What's your answer?
I like Kirby. Kirby's like my favorite game in the entire collection.
Also,
very
early
good
on-
game. There's
Who
a lot-
doesn't love Kirby?
There's like jump preservation. It's like cool. The only thing that sucks about it is when there's like lag frames, but you know that's everything else is cool about it.
I mean, who doesn't love Kirby? I think if you don't love Kirby, you just don't love joy and whimsy. You know?
True.
Exactly.
I just did Birdo there on the Super Mario Bros. 2 because of a little bit of a 256 frames. Birdo will spawn an egg, so it's basically a frame rule, which is
It is a frame rule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
frame rule. That's
ski
real.
I got
boss
it
is
right
dead.
this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to get
Yeah, Balloon
updated on the
Fight-
lore if you're not.
It's a game. I'm surprised they even include this in the whole collection, but it's cool.
I actually
guess.
like
I mean, it's kind of hard to control, but you get used to it. I will say that if you do make the cycles before they like start flying away, you can do these really fast, but that's like kind of hard to do because they
Can you tell I'm rust?
bad.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I have some practice. Okay, pretty. Ooh, can I please get there? There we go. Awesome. So we only have 3 stages in the balloon fight. So as soon as you're done there, we head into Zelda 1, which we will be doing the level 1
Let's
labyrinth.
go, Zelda 1. I love Zelda 1.
Basically, a lot of
Most the
memorization
time.
is this entire thing. So you're just going to see us going basically the exact same pattern, picking up keys, destroying enemies, and also we have a boss at the end, which is Aquamentus. So that's going to be most of this. Is just going to be doing a lot of that.
Yeah, you also only have 4 hearts at this point, so you kind of don't want to be low on damage.
Oh yeah, a lot of Zelda is trying to maintain health, and also a few other challenges as well, especially Kid Icarus, Zelda 2 for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying not to.
part of this. My
Get
goodness.
out of here, skeleton. All right.
Because if you're stuck in a rewind loop, it is not exactly pleasant. I will
Yeah, you
tell
lose
you
a lot of
that.
time from it.
Because I have done that many times before.
I mean, we just saw a rewind loop earlier in this run, right? I think we just saw that.
Yeah, because of the RNG factor in DK, because that's not really what you can do though. It's not really what you can control, because if you just are, the timing is bad, you just unfortunately you just can't get through that.
But
Solid Zelda.
Nice. I am just right.
I saved time over my PB. Look at that.
Yeah.
One
So,
second.
you can literally just stand right up here and keep stabbing him.
I love ice
Okay, you
climbers.
didn't die. Let's go.
yeah, I did not die.
Yeah.
I do play very risky in some games, but I also play very safe in other ones. So, also my PB looks a little strange. That's because I'm on a different account right now. My PB is not that.
Yeah, it's fair.
My PB
Alright,
is
well,
that.
GTS, you told me that you were rusty. You're
Yeah.
like ahead. You're ahead, and you said you were rusty.
To be
going on with
fair, my PB is like 2 minutes faster than Epic's.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right.
And-
so
Wait.
Oh,
Ice Climbers is going to be very
wants to
fast,
say
but it's
it.
also also could be very slow.
oh, that
Because
happens.
of-
All right.
The Condor. You want to explain the Condor, Dill?
He's
Well,
annoying.
first of all, the hitbox is really terrible. It's RNG. It actually is. I'm not joking. And it can sometimes just turn around and rob you. Like maybe it'll happen here. You never know. Let's see. Okay, I think it's
Nice. Huge.
Sometimes it can be really bad. Yeah.
It was a little
That's
cringe
kinda
for
sucks.
me, but I also messed up a bit.
Yeah.
All right, here we got an actual good game now.
Yeah,
Mario
I know how to
3
play
is
Mario
complete
3, so
world
we're chilling now.
Oh,
That's fine. A little bit of a rewind there. Not exactly as experienced as GTA San Mario Bros. 3, but I will do at least a few same strategies as him. This is going to be the entirety of World 1, so we're going to be doing a few stages. We go 1, 2, Fortress, 5, 6. Hammer Bros. Also could be in one of those areas, and then it's the airship.
and in case anyone's wondering, no, you can't get the warp whistle. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You have to take the intended path here because you'll get rewound if you go the wrong way. Nintendo doesn't like glitches or like the unintended pathing, which is why this is good for this showcase because, yeah, for a lot of the glitches in these games, the game will just rewind you and make you do it again if you pull off a glitch. Most of them. Not all of them, but most of them.
Also, the reason why I stopped there to not get another star is because if I lose a few seconds, if I get 3 stars on the end of the stages,
Yes, that is true.
that is a time loss. And GTA
It's kind of like
time
you can
loss.
compare it to fireworks if you want. But
Yeah, so I think me and GTAs have different strategies when it comes to Mario 3 routing. He goes for the fire flower. I just go small the entire time.
Yeah, I'm just
roll
used to
that.
what I learned in like actual speedruns.
Of course. Like,
I didn't know
you
you
can...
Which the strats are still a little different. Like, you usually take an intentional damage boost that I don't in 1.5 there.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different things that you can take to the routing process of the Legendary Trial. You can do normal strats where you just go
I got
guns blazing. Oh,
speed eaten.
there you go.
oh, okay.
There you go. It's
You know,
better.
GTA
There we
brings
go.
up a good question that I have for both of you. Do either of you speed run any of the games seen here in this collection, like the full games?
I do quite a bit. All the Mario ones.
It's
Would it
very.
be bad if I said the answer is no?
I mean, hey,
This guy doesn't even have an NES. I mean, look at
That's-
what it says.
I don't either.
tisk tisk.
Does it still say that? I know it's.
No, I have a different
Axe
one.
off.
Sorry. Also, strategy here where I can. Oh, I missed. I can get it this time. Oh,
It's
I
not the
wait.
1-6
Uh-oh.
jump.
Can I please get it? Oh no, this is not good. There you go.
I love auto scrollers.
There you go. That's better.
Yay.
Okay. Whew.
I've never been once bothered by an auto scroller in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's
I
a
think
strategy
autoscrollers are
there on 1-6 where I can wiggle back and forth my P speed, and then I can get the appropriate jumps to get to the end without having to wait for a cycle. Also, you guys love auto scrollers? I'm doing one right now.
Talking
They're
about.
both on one right
We're
now.
both on it now. It's great.
Yeah, we are.
This has been pretty close. Pretty close, I say.
All right.
Right, I'm not going to go for the fire kill though because it is annoying to do.
Yeah.
Go for wall jump.
Okay. Aw, so sad.
Okay.
It's not even helpful in this level, I don't think. Well, maybe it is.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but it actually is faster. But it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I guess
Larry
it.
fight.
I guess it is faster.
Yeah.
And it's only faster because timing doesn't end on the wand grab here. It ends when the king grabs the wand.
Yeah. That's
Which
the
is
weird
an
thing with
interesting
some-
place to set it.
Yeah.
I guess it works out. All right, this is the game that could be a huge swing for me, so I gotta lock in.
Oh yeah, Excite Bike.
So, Psych Fight's a really hard game to be good at. It's very easy to tumble over. It's very easy to overheat. Like for reference, his PB on these splits, like his 109, that's half a minute off record because record just like is constantly flying over the place, not stopping. Like there's some like going upward to the screen, like screen.
Yeah, they scream out the entire game. Like I have seen from a very experienced runner in Fly Hack and also Wolf Attorney as well, where they just screen wrap the entire character and they just keep accelerating. So unfortunately, you won't be seeing it here because let's be honest,
we are not Excite Bike aficionados.
Yeah.
Although I'm not doing too bad right now.
How many Excite Bike aficionados do you know?
Like 3.
3. That's probably all of them.
Which is, yeah, it's like 3 more than you'd expect, I guess.
Fly Hack, Collie, Go Run, Wolf. That's 3.
Andrew G.
Don't forget Andrew G. I was gonna say.
Andrew G.
I know about 5.
All right.
I have a pretty specific question for GTAs. I know that, of course, GTAs you run SMB 1, and you've also ran various different versions of SMB 1. I know you've done pretty much a lot of them at mainline events. Is there a specific version of SMB, whether it's here in Nintendo World Championship or in another version that you play, that you prefer running the most?
Not really. I guess just the original.
I mean, that's a valid answer. Some names can never be the original, you know?
Yeah.
But most of the other versions are like similar enough, where you're getting
definitely.
Same experience. Just a lot of them have like more interesting histories and stuff.
I was gonna get to that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Kirby is probably one of the most clickable games in the entire pack. There's a lot of damage boosting, sliding off surfaces to get speed, very perfect jumps to keep your speed, lag reduction. It has everything pretty much. It's very cool. It's also really hard to do that, but it's my favorite game by far. And this is the level we're in right now is all black and white. This is, I believe, like in Kirby's Adventure, this is like the final level before.
It is the second to final level.
Second to final level, yeah.
Yeah. I learned that from Legally Sam when I did my PAX East GDQ of this game.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's very nice.
I was there for that.
Legally Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the runs y'all did at PAX East. Both Epic and
we are in the
did.
danger zone.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, what?
Oh, and there it is. Okay, well,
that's fine. I'll be fine now.
Yeah, the goal of the game for Kirby is just to not try and take damage, especially with this one, and also Kid Icarus, where it's just going with fast movement, fast tech, and just trying to stay within the health marker, being beat a little bit.
Kirby's in the club because he's part of the trial, although he is the youngest of the group of the games we're seeing today.
Yeah, like 92, 93, somewhere around there.
Yeah. 93 is when this game came out,
right.
So
yeah, that's so.
This is one of the hardest challenges. Just because of health management.
Yeah, health management is...
There is a place where you can pick up health, but it's like a 10-second detour.
Exactly.
But if you end up having too little health at the boss, it's like a minute time loss. So
yeah,
I don't want that to happen.
You can also do a quick health on the boss, but we gotta actually make sure we have health for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for here. So I'm just making sure I'm hitting all these jumps so I don't take too much damage. So hopefully I don't have to take a pit stop.
Yeah,
because you can only do it like halfway through as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with Kid Icarus is that you only have one opportunity in this challenge itself, 1-4, to
going for it.
Take a health regeneration.
Kid Icarus is a series that I feel like I know nothing about. I feel like I haven't really gotten into it the same way I have.
I know
RNG there.
I know Kid Icarus from Smash Brothers, but honestly, that's the only
I think I have
knowledge I have.
I think I have the perfect amount of health as long as I don't take any more damage. Okay, cool. So you bust out the hammer and then just spam this guy and then do a strat here. Mash down and shoot. Oh, he's moving. That's bad. Okay, I think I got him stun locked. Nope.
This is the thing they're always worried about with this challenge, is this.
I shouldn't be taking damage the way I am. This is weird. Okay, we're in the danger zone again. Okay, now
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go with very low.
All right,
health.
that could have been so much worse.
Yeah, honestly.
That was actually a really good Kid Icarus, except for I guess my position being off.
You're good. All right.
Yeah, I'm playing Mario again. Oh, I'm playing Luigi. Actually.
Yeah, it's Lost Levels. Yeah, and Luigi actually is kind of horrible to play as, but
a little bit.
I'm going with very low health, by the way, Dill. I usually don't go risky, but I do now.
Are you doing it? Okay.
Oh god.
Welcome to fun times. All right, nice.
Go.
Just gonna play it safe. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these challenges are really fun, except ice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But they are definitely hard. Like Zelda 2 is a good example where you really need to know what you're doing to succeed here.
Again, health management. I mean, there's health in this one, obviously, at the very end, but yeah, still.
Yeah. Get ready for Zelda 2.
Yeah. It's fun.
We'll talk about Zelda 2's mechanics, Dill.
Yeah. It's nothing like Zelda 1. There's no like 3D diagonals you gotta worry about. It's more like
Zelda
2D,
2,
obviously.
my worst enemy, Zelda 2.
There are things you can do in this game with like the sword that are like probably not going to be happening on screen right now, but you can do like triple hits and multiple hits to get like faster times on like the ending part, which involves some like rebinding stuff, but I don't think either of us are going to be doing that, so I don't blame them.
Yeah,
Probably not.
that reminds
Also,
me.
There are
that-
ways.
Oh, what?
I was gonna talk about input delay.
I think you go.
Oh, yeah. That ties into what I was going to talk about, so you can.
Yeah. Go for it.
Well, yeah. There's
Input delay?
yeah. There's the Switch has native input lag. Which if you're used to playing on actual hardware makes things difficult, which is my struggles. But a lot of people, Epic did not have an NES, so he's not used to the same kind of less input lag that I am.
Yeah,
But
I finally got used to it because whenever I play on different screens, I can noticeably see the difference.
Yeah. But also, the Switch Pro Controller D-pad isn't quite as good as the NES D-pads for these games, I've learned.
Yeah.
And
both of us
I'm
are
playing on Switch
that.
2 now, and I have a Switch 2 Pro Controller, and it's somehow like 100 times worse. So I'm very happy I kept my Switch 1 Pro Controller to use right now, because I would not be playing as well. Alright, I gotta focus on some of these hard boss kills. Nice.
I wish I enjoyed Zelda 2 the way other people enjoyed Zelda 2.
Yeah,
I
a lot
just
of
don't
this
get
is
it, but when I
just
try to play it.
for Zelda 2. We just gotta have to avoid enemies and just go as fast as we possibly can. So a lot
Maybe
of
that's
that
how I
is
should
just
play the game.
Health refill. Alright, I'm gonna try. It's a hard strat, but I'm gonna try to skip having to fight this boss.
Oh,
That's not good. Alright, we're good.
okay,
Just
yeah,
made it
that
over.
works.
as long as you have enough health to like go
Yeah.
back into the boss thing, then you should be fine.
Yeah. Now, in more in tune with the theme of the show, at GTA's, when I
Uh-oh.
invited you to run this, you had initially said that when the game sees you've done a glitch.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm messing up the boss a little bit. Let me lock in.
No, you're good. I will
There we
ask
go.
it because
Okay.
I might have cut out there for a bit, so I'll ask it again. Okay, yeah.
The game knows when you're glitching sometimes and will not say no, basically. It'll rewind you and be like,
Yeah.
strategy unavailable. So yeah, fits the show we're doing pretty well. But they didn't think
No,
of
100%,
everything.
and that is...
Yeah.
Oh, I can
So
imagine.
now I'm
I
playing
can imagine
Mario
that's another
1,
thing.
so I'm doing what I usually do in life. Because the last
Just SMB.
challenge is literally just an SMB 1 any percent speedrun. Beat the game.
I mean, there are some things you can't do, like the 4
Is that really the whole thing? Beat the game?
Yeah, the last challenge is beat all of Mario 1. Literally. Get to
That's-
Peach at the end of it.
It's like the only things that are different are 4-2 and A4, but everything else is the same.
Yeah, it's essentially just a glitchless run. Like the game will not allow you to do the wrong warps. But or any wall clips. That's another one it doesn't like. But wall jumping and like flagpole types of flagpole glitches they didn't account for, so those still work without rewinding you.
That's good.
So I had to focus on the boss there. I did not get stuck in a rewind loop for the first time ever.
Wonderful. I would like to see that. And
Yeah.
that is an interesting thing. I do find it strange, one, how they didn't account for like every single glitch, but they did account for certain ones. I think that's cool to make it an even playing field for anyone that wants to, play this competitively. But at the same time, I'm also a little shocked that the last challenges beat all of Mario 1. Like, how fast do they
Yeah.
expect them to beat the game?
What's the S rank leeway?
Under 7 minutes.
Under 7 minutes. So they expect you, if you're they're calling you like the best if you can do it in under 7. I can do it in just over 5.
Like,
but
seconds, so.
I say if you can do it under 5:15, I would say you're pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
talk about just a few things about Mario 1.
Yeah.
How like, I mean, you could probably do that because you're the master of Mario 1.
I have played it for like 8 years.
Yeah, you played it just a little bit, not too much time. Right?
Like once or twice. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like you're like 11th in the world.
Shout out to Nifsky, who actually ran SMB Glitchless on this show, like in March.
Yeah, that guy took the record from
way
me.
Earlier,
so
way earlier than that.
Huge drama, but no. Yeah, I actually had the glitchless world record in Mario 1 for like 4 years straight, almost, with like a week-long like period where I didn't, and then I took it back. But yeah, I'm still second place though, and that run's like 5 years old now, so that's pretty cool.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, got the first ever 502, which was the last second barrier in that category. So
yeah.
I was pretty happy about that. That run also needed like 30 frame perfect inputs in the final stage.
What you're seeing from GTA is not easy. I would say right now, because you'll probably see a little bit of a different strategy between me and GT.
Yeah, good safety strategies are getting the power-ups because they really don't lose that much time. But because this game rewinds you if you make a mistake, I just go small only because I just find it easier to
the thing for me
hope you just play perfectly, and if you don't, you just get rewound a little bit.
The thing for me is that when I started playing this game for the first time back in 2024 when the game released, I just always went small Mario. I just always stuck to that. I never really wanted to switch because I just if it was comfortable for me, I was like, I'm just gonna keep it this simple. Why not?
Yep,
it's fair. Can't argue with that.
Yeah. I'm
also,
on
you said that
now.
You said that GTS. You said that you had gotten a 502 as the world record at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back just now and I looked at the Nifsky VOD from actually episode 4 of this show back in October, and that's exactly the time that Nifsky got live, right here at 502, which I feel like...
I promise you he didn't.
You sure?
Yep. It would have been like a 503.1 in the timing we do. That's just... trust me, I know how Mario 1 works. He would have needed a strategy that he wouldn't have gone for in that run.
Is there somebody who knows...
drama, I swear.
If there's somebody who knows Mario 1, it's that's in this voice call, it's Ozmourn.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No.
You guys want to see a glitch live on the No Glitches show? Take that.
Wow.
You have 2 frames to hit that wall jump. But you know, it's no major glitches, so...
Very nice.
That as well. You can't do the wrong warp, though. So I have to take the right pipe. I'm about to be done, by the way.
Oh, yeah. We should
this flew by.
This got by very fast.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't said anything during this.
Yeah.
All right.
You've been locked in.
And... Time.
GG.
What did we get? 23-13.
Nice.
We'll take it for having like a year of rust. But as you can see, my PB is over a minute faster than that. So.
That's still pretty good, though.
I'll take
some
it.
rust.
I mean, it's not bad.
All right, I'm on 8-3 now. Not too far behind.
Yeah. We'll definitely
have to deal with these hair bros here. Ooh, nice.
That was cool. Okay.
Yeah, as long as... Okay, the pattern was weird. Yep, okay. That's great. Okay.
You'll get it. Come on.
Oh my god.
I can't stop this run, so I can't...
Oh my god! I got 4 rewinds in a row.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that sounds about right for 8.
There we go.
That was actually kind of incredible.
Oh, please, can I jump?
The arrows are very annoying for 8-3.
Okay. Do you want to explain fireworks at the end of the time decimal? Yeah.
You get fireworks. Yeah, if you finish with a 1, 3, or 6 on the last digit of your timer, you get 1, 3, or 6 fireworks.
Yeah.
You
got a
get a
7,
second of
over.
time loss if it's a 3, and 3 seconds of time loss if it's a 6. So you try
Yeah,
to
if
avoid
it's-
that.
If it's 1, it's not too bad. Also,
1
2
doesn't lose
window
time
jump
at all,
there.
yeah.
I'm not gonna go for the wall jump. I'm just gonna play it very safe. Nice.
There you go.
You hit it? Nice.
Alright.
Are you gonna do the thing crossover?
Hey guys, wrong word time.
All right, let's just
We
get
can
to this.
definitely do
Let's
it.
just get this.
No,
real quick.
Oh, no, we can't. Ugh.
Yeah.
That is
okay.
the thing you cannot do.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what it looks like.
Oop.
Nintendo's just like, nope, strategy unavailable.
There you
Do
go.
it the right way.
Yeah, please play the game as intended, please. Alright, we got the underwater section, and the time's gonna be when I finish on the axe. So it'll be at about 5-6 seconds around there. Get ready.
You know, unless you get stuck in purgatory with the hammers, but that won't happen.
True. Oh,
It'll be fine.
and time.
Time.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
25-32. I'll take that. Definitely not a
Hey,
personal
PB.
best, though.
Hey, it's something. It's something.
No,
40 second
it's
PB, look at that.
something.
Look at that right there.
yeah. On that account, what's your real PB so the people know?
Oh, so it is a 24-28, so about a minute off. So
Not bad. Hey, we both got a minute off our PBs.
That's consistency.
Consistency at its finest, ladies and gentlemen.
consistency is key with this game. So, all right, so kind of a fast showcase for y'all, but hopefully y'all enjoyed Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. This is just basically an appetizer for the rest of the game. There's 156 speedrun challenges in this game. This is just the 13 of games that we showcased. That you see a bunch of other tidbit things like
Yeah.
getting a veggie in Super Mario Bros. 2, or just completing a single thing in Balloon Fight. So it ranges from like difficulty to like there's easy, there's normal, there's master, and then there's legend challenges that we just saw here. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Any things you guys want to say about this game?
It's a great entry point to speedrunning. So,
Oh, for sure.
yeah, if you have any interest but haven't done it, bite-sized literal speedrunning challenges endorsed by Nintendo themselves. They even stole Live Split in the bottom left.
It's also
really?
$30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, especially if it's like on sale. Like it's a perfect entry point, I say. And then
Absolutely.
yeah, the Legendary Trial's fun. I haven't played in a while, but I think I might finally go for that 21 that I've been 3 seconds away from for like a year and a half.
I think you
So-
could, I think you should, honestly.
I
If
think
you
I
want to check
should.
out if you want to check out us, follow me on Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky, just Epic Crossover, just look it up and then you'll find me. And make sure to follow the other runners too, please. Me and
True.
Of course, of course. And
I am on those
Bill?
platforms too.
Dill's got a Sonic and the Glitch Gauntlet, I think, on June 6th or June
In a
7th,
month.
one of those days. So
Yeah, I'll be there as well.
Yeah.
So,
But thanks to all of you. Dill, is there anything else you want to shout out before we head out for the day?
I'm glad that this game's still somewhat alive. It used to be really active back when the game came out. It's kind of like fallen off a bit since then because people have gotten.
Yeah, there's a lot
I'm glad
of
people are
online
still-
stuff. Like there are weekly challenges. I think they still rotate them. I think they are
Yeah, they still
repeating
do.
old ones.
yes, they do.
But
They have that in the World Championships thing.
But yeah, like I have competed in the actual like weekly world
have-
championship stuff they've done in the past. I've gotten first place in one of the Mario ones once. So
Yeah.
you know, it is fun to compete against. Like actually have a weekly leaderboard for some of the
There's still
challenges.
like 1,000 people who do this weekly, like every single
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
So like it's
That's
still very
pretty good.
active.
All
It's
things
not as active as
considered,
it
so-
was at the start of the game's release, but it still is very active. And
Yeah.
if you guys are interested in getting the game, it's a good entry point for speedrunning if you're ever interested in trying to see, like, if you want to go back to the past, if you like are fond of these games from when you had an NES, or if you never had an NES like me, you can give it a try. It doesn't, no harm, no foul. But thank you guys
Yeah.
for watching this, and if we don't have anything else to add, thank you, Ozmourn, for having us on our show. Thank you, Tech Team, for having us.
Of course.
And watch Shasta. up
Watching
next.
Scenic Route.
yeah.
Yeah.
Watching.
Keep watching.
Keep
But
watching.
yes, thank you so much to all of you here for being part of this show with this run. It's absolutely amazing. It was an incredibly a lot of the run. It was an incredibly close race, and I really appreciate all of you being here and bringing on this run for us. We're gonna be right back, folks, with some more retro content. Again, this next game is cheating. It's going to be Super Demon Returns and of course Demon Returns as well, but within the Retro Challenge. Retro Game Challenge 2 for the Nintendo DS by Mr. Shasta. We will be right back with that, folks. Hello, everyone. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day today, a wonderful night. We are here with the Scenic Route, a show that is all about glitchless and NMG runs, or runs that just naturally have little to no glitches in them, which is an important distinction for, I think, all of the games that we're seeing here today. With that being said, we are focusing on retro content today. Nothing that has been out while I've been alive here on this earth. As a matter of fact, nothing from this century or even from the 90s, with the exception of Kirby in the last collection. We're playing another game here that I am cheating with here with Mr. Shasta, doing Retro Game Challenge 2. He's going to be showing off the Demon Returns and Super Demon Returns series, 80% both back to back, to give a brief showcase of a game that you might not have heard of. And this is a game that I definitely didn't hear of before Shasta introduced it to me. But with that being said, before we begin, I do also just want to say, Happy National Cheese Souffle Day. If you know how to make a cheese souffle, please make one while you're here watching the Scenic Route, enjoying these wonderful retro runs. And of course, I do want to make a small announcement, which is Summer Games Done Quick. Summer Games Done Quick 2026 will be live in Minneapolis, Minnesota from July 5th to 11th. Visit gdq.gd to learn more or register for the event. You can check out the GDQ schedule at gdq.gd/schedule. So with that being said, if you are going to be at SGDQ, please say hi to me, because I will also be there if you're a fan of the show. And of course, our next runner will also be at SGDQ and also has a show of his own. That is Mr. Shasta showing us Super Demon Tides and Demon Tides 80% series. So please, Mr. Shasta, take it away.
Absolutely. Hello, everybody. Hello. You just saw Nintendo World Championships NES Edition just a little bit ago. Funny enough, it's actually made by the exact same devs as that. In D0. They're very great. They also made NES Remix 1 and 2 on 3DS and Wii U. They know how to make a lot of like retro inspired games like this, essentially, like remix like NES games especially into a different package, different fun, interesting package. And this game's no different right here. This is a game based off of Game Center CX, which is a Japanese video game variety show, essentially. Essentially, the plot is that you get like kind of sucked into the past, and like the host of the show, Shinya Arano, he's you kind of like being like a kid version of him. You have to like do all these different retro game challenge based off these retro inspired video games like Demon Returns right here, essentially. That's how you get back to your time. That's the idea there.
It's really cool. Shasta, did you discover this while making the list for DS Destruction, or did you know about this game before DS Destruction was a thing?
So I knew about Retro Game Challenge, like the first one, because that actually came out in North America. This one did not come out in North America. This is Japan only. I am playing on a fan translation patch though, so this is English and all that stuff, which is good. This game definitely needs that, because there are these magazines right here, funny enough, that tell you about different like cheats and like info and all that stuff about that Albiola games. For instance, for this run right here, I'm just going to run through quickly what I'm going to be doing for it, funnily enough. So this game here, Demon Returns, is like, it's very much inspired by Mario, and like I think it's got kind of a Ghouls and Ghosts vibe in a way, just like aesthetic wise. It's really cool. But essentially, if ever game over in this game, I can hold left and press start to just start from getting a stage I was on there, which is pretty cool. That's another one here.
Also, I do want to just shout out and thank Shasta personally, because unfortunately, a runner that we were originally going to have on this show could not be here today. But Shasta came in with a last minute fill. I try to give him new runners, but of course, the showrunners are very gracious to always be here in the case of emergency. So everyone, please say thank you to Shasta. And Shasta, go ahead, start the run.
Happy to help for sure. Also, yeah, we're going to be going through warps in this game. So there's one in the second level, take the 3-1. The route itself, we're going to go from 3-2 now, after go through 3-1 to 4-1, then just go through the rest of the levels at that point. That's how that works right there. I just want to show off the magazine part of the game, because like that's just like generally one of the coolest parts of this game. It's just the fact that you have to do that in order to actually like beat all these challenges in here. But in this case, we've already beaten the challenges for this. We're just gonna go straight into it. But then I'm gonna actually do one more cheat, funny enough. There we go. Actually, I now have 99 lives. Which, by the way, I know shows all about glitches, glitchless runs and stuff. Cheats aren't glitches. This is actually inside the game itself. So there we go. It's an important distinction.
Important distinction. Very important.
Yeah, very important distinction. But yeah, that being said, let's start up. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck and have fun.
It went right into the demos. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. All right, cool. Now we're good. Thank you. But yeah, this is Demon Returns. This is the third game you unlock in this game. There's a bunch of other games in this one, like Whizman, which is inspired by Pac-Man. Funnily enough, there's like a 2D like side-scrolling fighting game inspired by like I think Kung Fu on NES. I think is the name of the game. It's really cool. But this is inspired by Mario to say the least. As you can see right from this. You'll also be hearing, of course, Arno on bomb screen just kind of saying stuff in Japanese. If you understand Japanese, you'll. Oh, that's a invisibility there. We're just gonna go without it because I don't know, it's fine. Improv. But you might hear him just say stuff. I can't understand what he's saying, but if you understand Japanese, then you might get a kick out of some of the stuff he says. I don't know. But they're my commentary essentially for his run, so enjoy.
Beautiful. Although
yeah,
I am
in terms
curious,
of
if the demon's returning, where did the demon go? What is the lore here?
The lore here actually is you are not actually a demon. You returned into a demon in the first place. Your name is Damon. Now you're Damon the Demon. So you're trying to go after the Demon Queen, who can turn you back to normal if you defeat her. That's what we're trying to do. There's 16 levels in total in this entire game, but we're going through only 8 of them in this run. Yeah, 1, 2, of course, underground level, just like Mario. Simple as that. All the games in this game are really just like parodies or just like inspired by a lot of older titles, like arcade titles or NES titles and stuff. So that's all this comes from. There's even a Game Boy inspired title in this, like a game inspired by one of the Dragon Quest games. It's really cool. It's like a whole RPG in this. Yeah, very cool game. In terms of actual controls, I only have A and B to work with here, just like how Mario does, of course, like for Super Mario Bros. I have a little spin claw I can shoot out in front of me by just pressing B like that. Hits behind me a little bit too. And we're going to first warp right here. Just like that. Another mechanic you can use in this game, which I haven't really done much of yet, I do for only certain enemies, is you actually use what the heck? I've never gone there. You actually like hit enemy on the side and make them spin around and then just right on top of them. Which is pretty cool, honestly.
I just say this for a game that I've like literally never heard of before, never seen before. This looks so fun.
It's really fun. This is one of the favorite games I've found for my project, honestly. It's really cool. Like the first game was also really fun too, but it had a few issues. Like I think especially like the RPG they included in there was a little bit annoying to go through, but they clean up in this game a lot. Like it's really fun in this one. But then like all the other games beside that too are also just really, really good. This one I think is the best one, along with Super Demon Returns, which you'll see after this. That game has a very silly run. You'll see in like 10 minutes or so, but yeah. Bunch of short hops here, nice. Yeah, currently I'm like the only person who's run this essentially. I think there's one other person who's run it, but they ran actually the remake of it. That came out in Japan like 2 years ago. That's a bad jump, unfortunate. We'll try again. It's all good. I forgot their name off the top of my head though, but I commentated their run for Arcade Japan, Arcade Japan Winter recently.
Have you
considered really good.
Submitting something like this for like a mainline GDQ?
I have once or twice. Hasn't gotten in yet. I might do it for next time. We'll see.
I mean, you always submit like a whole pile of bangers to choose from, you know. So one day.
Oh, for sure. You flatter me.
Exactly.
Almost in the level right here. Unfortunate death there, but that's a hard part, honestly. That's all good. We're right here. I found that if you jump into the end right here of each level like this, you save a little bit more time as well. Instead of just like falling down normally. You can just fall down right in front of the bushes there. You can just walk to the right, but it's a little faster to just do a big jump to the end. There's also the apples you see on the top screen. That's our vitality. There are apples you collect throughout the entire level, and they give you a little more health and stuff. But of course, if you have more apples by the end of the level, then it takes a little longer for them to drain right at the end of the level. So there's sort of push and pull you gotta make sure you're good on. And like having less apples does save time for most levels. A level is not like a boss level or like a level where you use a warp. You save time by having less apples. So this one doesn't really matter because like we're gonna warp in this level. Oh my gosh. Back up? Back up? All right, back up. Good. That almost went off screen. I can't go back if they go off screen. There we go. Okay, cool. And now we just do this. Bring it over here. Get off of this. this? Nice. And now we're into the warp. You have to be small Damon for this. There's like, you can become big Damon, which is like, you know, Mario getting a mushroom, but that's not what we're doing here. And this part is inspired directly by 7-1 in Kirby's Adventure. This is literally just the exact same room as 7-1. So you just press B to go through all the blocks right here. Not star blocks like in Kirby, just these skull blocks, I guess. And now we're into the final world. Just like that.
Right, it's real fast, my goodness.
Yeah. I do have to go through all 4 levels of World 4, which are all really hard, honestly, but we'll see how that goes. I did some D-Rust before we went live tonight. Well, I jumped too late. I did some D-Rust, but this game is still hard, so yeah. We'll try again, it's all good. My PB, I think, is Deathless, if I recall. Very hard to beat because of that, but this is the level I had the most time save on. This is just a really hard level in general.
Oh. Yeah, for sure.
All right, we got there. Good. Good. Give me a... Ooh! I tried to hold back a little bit there to avoid the enemy, but unfortunately, didn't exactly work out. Like I said, not an easy part of the game, and there's like 2 big checkpoints, I think, in this section. All right, we'll go with the spider again. The spider, by the way, is like the fastest one to actually ride on. Of all the enemies in the game, you can ride on like this. I'll just do that. It's fine. There we go. Now we get a checkpoint here in a second. Yeah, like I don't usually ride on the enemies in general, but the spider is one exception because he'll like noticeably faster than anyone else. I guess we're just riding you for now too. That's fine. And don't usually go down here. Okay, let's do like this. I don't usually go down there, so it's a little weird. Okay, now I can just hold forward here for a bit. Avoid all his enemies, thankfully. And then go right above you. All right, go right. Whoop! My jump got you in there. Unfortunate. So that is one thing they do is because it's obviously a DS is a lot more powerful hardware than like the NES is and stuff. So like they do actually emulate lag a little bit. Funnily enough, that's one instance of them doing that. Input got eaten there because too much on screen, I guess. But that's all good. We're right at the end now. We died thankfully right before the end. So it's not a big deal. But like I said, that's one of the hardest levels for sure. So I'm glad we're past that one. This next level though is really cool. I do love this next level a lot. Hopefully I can do it all correctly though, but yeah. It's like kind of the classic like Mario stage where you go to the warp right at the end. So you need to be able to do what you can to actually get to the warp. In this case, I need this guy right here. You avoid everyone. And there we go. Perfect. Good start. Now because of that, I can do that. And then just go right down here. I have to wait a little bit still, but that's totally fine. Now it's going to go along this. Nice. I'm going to get another spire down here. Just kidding. We'll get this guy up here, actually. There we go. Alright, that's totally fine. So I just need any enemy. It doesn't have to be the fastest one like that. There we go. I just need to get up here, have an enemy on, like I'm riding like this, and then go right above here and go over this pit. Oh, I'll go over this pit in a second. This pit, if you fall into it, has an item that kills you. So yeah, you can't exactly not do that to get through this section. But that's a fun little shortcut there. And now we're done.
Oh wow.
Just like that.
That truly went by faster than I could have ever anticipated it. My goodness.
Yeah, skipping that whole room of just like blocks you break, it saves so much time to say the least. That's one I discovered myself in the game, and I was like, that's just so cool. Given like I did like all the routing for this essentially, like yeah, I had to find certain little quirks like that to be able to skip so much of each level. Now this level is just all about moving to the right. There's not much to say about this one, I'd say. So if there's anything that's announced, now's a good time for sure.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. I do want to shout out the Black in a Flash community. Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black talent in the gaming scene. Use !BAF in chat to learn more and get involved. If you qualify for the Black in a Flash community, I highly recommend joining it because they are a lovely group of folks. And speaking of events that they're planning, their next event is coming up soon. Black in a Flash presents Juneteenth Class of 2026, airing June 18th through 21st right here on Hotfix. The schedule is already out, and you can check it with !Juneteenth in chat. So tell me, Shasta, how often do you typically run this game? Because you run so many games. Where would you rank this game in like your speedrunning plethora, I suppose?
That's a good question, actually. I've run it a good amount, I'd say. It's kind of a game I just like kind of did on the fly because I mean I just want to play this game more. It's one of those things.
Definitely.
I'm gonna do this. Oh, okay, good. That was a little mistake, but we got there. But I have like 54 attempts or so in this category. I'd say I'm got my life split here on the side. I've run a decent amount, but like I could do more. You know, it's one of those things. My son bet's like 15 seconds off my PB because this is a deathless run right now. But yeah, in terms of like overall speedrun repertoire, it's like
you're playing risky right now, bro.
Very risky for sure. This is the final level right here, by the way. Our final boss is like the only bit of luck in the entire run. In my PB, I got really good luck on it, so hard to save time on it, but I can save time on the stage in between if done correctly. These fire bars do have kind of a lingering hitbox to them. I'm gonna be a little careful around them just in case. Marathon safety, all that good stuff. I can run through you. All right, good. Yeah, I'd say overall in terms of like all the games I've run, this is kind of middle of the pack. I would say I'm usually prefer runs that are a little longer in this, but I don't know, this is nice length. I'd say in the end.
Not everyone can be a 3-hour long Phantom Hourglass run.
Yeah. Hell, even if I run all the games for this, like if I ran straight up 8% for this, it'd be like 3 hours as well, probably.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I died right there, but we're on the last checkpoint, so it's not a big deal. No, I haven't done that.
No. One day, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm mostly interested in this one because I thought it'd be fun to do.
No, for sure.
There's a lot of potential in a game like this.
Have you played this on DS? Have you played Retro Game Challenge 2 on DS Destruction yet?
Yep, that's how I found this game in the first place.
Oh, nice.
Yep, I played the first one, and then like it made this kind of a bonus game because it's getting released outside North America and stuff.
Nice.
So that's how I found this. And I was just like playing the first, then figuring out the second game exists and playing that.
Yes. And speaking of, if you're a fan of like DS games, please go check out Shasta's channel at DS Destruction. You're on how many games?
368 right now. Currently playing Shin Megami Tensei Double Survivor, which appropriate for tonight, I guess.
Of course.
And then I have about 1,700 games in North America.
Dang, it's so much. It's
a lot.
You're gonna be 40 years old still doing that. My goodness.
Don't put numbers in there, please.
We can't.
I don't want to think about that just yet.
We can't think.
I don't want to face it yet. All right. She blocked that. Oh, I can still get you, I think. There we go. One more hit and she should be dead. If she blocks for a cape like that, I can't hurt her at all. And then this time I can only hurt from behind. Now, yeah, that's fine. Oh, we're only throwing these guys though. All right, there we go. Nice, good avoidance. Time to be in the second here. I'll call it out as soon as screen pops up. And time. Oh, for this game at least, not for both games, but yeah.
Yeah, but like still.
Oh, yeah, I'll show off the ending here real quickly. Congratulations, you saved the princess and you returned to human. Your adventure is the end. Sweets are forever. I don't get that last part, but it's fine. Yeah, GG for this game. However, we have 2 games to show off here. I'm gonna show y'all Super Demon Returns as well. Which is the last game of this this game. Like we have Whizman here, we have Bukkake Kung Fu, the 2D fighting game, Demon Returns. We have actually a whole 2 visual novels in this game too. We have a puzzle game, a Guade Quest Saga, which are RPG. Then we had Super Demon Returns, which has a very funny speedrun. Go for it.
Do you want us to start the timer over, or do you want us to start it from the end of where the last run went off?
We can just keep the timer going. It's not a big deal. Right. I got my own timer on the side.
All right, cool. Wonderful.
Yep. So for Super Demon Returns, on the title screen, I'm actually going to press up, down, right, left. Oops. Do that again. There we go. Now that sound, I actually have I have 99 lives again, so there we go. 3, 2, 1, bam. Boom. Now Super Demon Returns, this is the sequel that was came on the quote-unquote SNES. You know, enhanced graphics, just enhanced mechanics and everything, and a secret right at the start of this level that I'm hoping to get pretty quickly. I messed up right there a bit, but I super messed up there again, but it's fine. We'll try again. Just gonna do that. Nice. Actually, I clipped on top of the block. Funny enough. There we go. And now because I did that, this is kind of a funny little DevX that they put in the game. You just kind of do this, and now we're into the final level. Just like that.
That's some like Super Mario World Ace type stuff right there.
Yeah, for real. So you're not just going to the credits, you're going to like, beginning of the last level. It's pretty wild. I can't make this jump here without running on his enemies. So I have to like wait there for it to spawn in, unfortunately. Just like that. Now
it is fun how like, that just is a thing you can do, though.
Oh, it's hilarious. And like all the magazines they throw at you in the game, it's like in the final one, like right at the very end of it, it's like, oh, you can just like warp from the first level to the last level if you know what you're doing. It's chill. It's very funny.
Oh,
this jump's a little tricky because the saw blades up top, or whatever they are. The hard part now is that this final level is pretty long. It's like 4 really hard rooms and then the final boss, which is completely free because we cheese them. But yeah, we'll probably die a few times in a few of these rooms here, especially this first one. This is definitely the hardest one of all the rooms, in my opinion.
No, I can imagine. This does look like a really hard room. It almost looks like it's a Kaizo mod,
In a way, yeah. All these saw blades everywhere. I have to be like super precise to avoid them. I did a little of that action there. I'm just gonna sit here for a sec instead of doing anything. There we go.
Better safe than sorry.
All right, cool. Yeah, absolutely. And then I can actually use my spin claw upwards now in this game, and then also downwards too. So I'm just gonna do that and get across here, and now we're free. Cool. There we go. First room done.
GG.
All right, the second room's gonna do over here. Okay, good. Oh, spent a little too much time dilly-dallying there, unfortunately, so I got hit by that little blade there, but it's okay. We'll try again.
You were born to dilly-dally and forced to lock in.
I'm always saying this.
People have been saying this.
People have been saying this for sure. All right, now we're good. There we go. Third room, actually have to go to the left of the start and immediately jump and run to get up here and make this cycle. Nice. Avoid that entire fire bar, that giant fire bar. Oh, I'm just gonna do that. There we go. And then right around you. Good. All right, we're good. That's a hard room too, but we're good. I actually found that an easier strat for this room. That I was doing before during practice a little bit ago, so I just do that and then we're good. I was going above everything there a bit like during my previous attempts, but now you just do that and then room's completely free. And now here we go, final boss right now. So if I pause right here and press up down right left right or left, oops, up down, or excuse me, down up left right. Okay, let me try again. There we go. Okay. I had mixed up from the first code where you get like 99 lives. That's my fault. There you go, I just become invincible now, and I can defeat the Demon Queen again. By the way, it has 2 phases in this version. I have to 4 hits for the first one, 6 for the last one, and now I just do that. 1, 2. I have to hope for like she doesn't jump like that because yeah, just waste a little more time. She does that. 5 and 1 more. Oh, get over here. There we go. Cool.
Beautiful.
All right, time is in 1 second. Time for everything, I guess. And GG. There it is. That, like I said, that one's really funny because you just warp to the final level, then like use invincibility at the final boss.
Yeah, crushing the.
Very, very cheesable.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you so much, Shasta, for that amazing run at the last minute too, and I really, really appreciate it. I do think that this run is absolutely amazing. Like, it looked really, really fun. The second game looked significantly harder than the first game, despite
very much so.
You only played the fact you played significantly less of it. But yeah, give the folks shout outs, anything you want to plug before we head out to the next run.
Yeah, if you like seeing quirky, fun little DS games like this, I do play all the time on my channel, twitch.tv/mr_Shasta. I'll be doing more of this actually in a little bit here, but yeah. Beyond that, you can always find me on the GQ channel. I host a show called Do All the Things on here, all about Hermsmith speedruns and completionist categories like all bosses, all levels, etc., etc. Next show will be on the 28th, if I recall, just to make sure. Yeah, 28th, and then after that's on June 5th. So yeah, that'll be the plan there. That'll be very good. So stick around for that. In the meantime, keep watching Scenic Route here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shasta, for that amazing run. Thank you to everyone who watched that run. That was absolutely amazing. Definitely a game that I never heard of before, and I'm willing to bet a lot of you hadn't heard of before either. And so just a wonderful bite-sized run to enjoy. And so thank you so much to Shasta again for that. We're going to be right back with not one, but two runs from our wonderful chess jerk, who's going to be running Gauntlet and Arkanoid. And no, they're not. I'm not cheating for these next two runs. These are original hardware runs on the original 1980s versions. And so please stay tuned for Gauntlet and Arkanoid, two of my favorite runs that I've seen from him. And so please stay tuned for that. We'll be right back.
Banger runs, honestly, banger runs.
Hello everyone, my name is Ozmourn. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Monday night, and I hope that y'all are enjoying this episode of the Scenic Route. We are celebrating retro runs this episode. We started off our episode with Nintendo World Championship NES Edition and of course Retro Game Challenge 2. Not necessarily retro games in themselves, but a compilation of retro games that we saw that Mr. Shasta and GTA's and Crossover really did an amazing job with. But now we're going to tried and true retro stuff here with Chess Jerk showing off not just one, but two games for our closing runs for the night. But before I get into that, I do also just want to say happy National Visit Your Relatives Day. Please go visit your relatives if you haven't in a while. Please call your grandma, call your brother-in-law, call your in-laws, please. They want to hear from you. Haven't heard from you in a while. With that being said, we're going to go straight into these next runs here with Gauntlet Any Percent by Chess Jerk starting off these last two runs. So please, Chess Jerk, take it away.
Thank you very much, Ozmourn. Good evening, all. My name is Chess Jerk, and welcome to probably two of my definite favorite NES games that I'm going to play for all of you fine folks tonight. We're going to start off with some NES Gauntlet. You can see me just running around in a circle because, you know, we need to do a reset. I mean, in the theme of the event here, you know, using no glitches. There are two glitches in this game that I'm not going to use actively. There are manipulations that will make the game beatable, so we'll get into those when that happens. The very first manipulation will occur on the title screen to ensure that I know what my code is to get into the vault at the last level. So we will make that happen right now by holding a button right here like this, and then we're going to say 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck and have fun.
All right. Thank you. So, you'll see that I'm just shooting walls and, oh, look, there's an exit there. And, oh, look, I'm in room 5 already after 5 seconds. How did that happen? I mean, there are five worlds with 100 rooms total, but we're not going to see all of them. We're not going to see probably even half of them, to be honest. We skip through as many as possible because, hey, you know, this is a speedrun.
Yeah.
A lot of these rooms have nothing useful, so, yeah.
You can't fit 500 rooms in 15 minutes? Is that what you're talking about?
It would be fun. I mean, actually, there's the joke about that is my brother and I did this at SGDQ 2023, and we showed off the worst exits in the game. One of which takes you to a room that doesn't even have an exit, and you just wait until the time runs out, and you game over, and then you play again. So that's, one of the best things ever if you have to ask me. But.
Yes. That actually brings up a really good point because as everyone has been painfully aware of this fact since the episode started, I am young. I was born this century. I was born 2003. And so with that being said, I, of course, hadn't heard of Gauntlet before I saw it at SGDQ 2023 with Yelsrig and Chess Jerk, and I was hooked on the run. It looked so fun, and I'm so glad to have it here. Chess Jerk, thank you for being here.
My pleasure. My first manipulation did work correctly. My continued code started with the letter I. I guess due to system limitations of the day. The vault code at the end, they all correspond to whatever character is the first character in your continue code. So it's an I, therefore I know what it is. And the way you get the I is, the manipulation I did was by holding right and A at the very start of the game off of a soft reset. If you do up a hard reset, you get an L, which it's like 2 frames faster to enter the code at the end. But the I code is funnier for a reason that we will show when we get there. So, but hey, we've been chatting about this. I'm already in World 2. Can you believe it? Did we even see World 1? It's already gone. So
I don't even remember what it looks like.
it's gone. Yeah. So whatever. So the first real, I would call it a glitch, is what we call the flow key glitch. Whereas if you try to open 2 doors on consecutive frames with only 1 key in your inventory, it underflows your keys from 1 to 0 to 255. I would do it right here. I'm not going to do it because, again, in the interest of keeping what we're trying to do here, I figured out it saves about 10 seconds of not picking up keys the rest of the run. So it's not a huge time save, but I mean, at my level, I'm trying to get world record. I need to get it. And, if I don't get it, it's okay, but it's harder to get world record that way, so. But, yeah, you'll see here the treasure rooms that come up. The reason why I'm just, running through enemies is because shooting enemies is very, very slow. And there's kind of what I call a hidden stat in the game called fight power. It's not an actual stat in the game for some reason. I have no idea why. And there's a potion that increases fight power, and it doesn't do anything because it's not a stat in the game. It's pretty funny. I have no idea why it is that way. But you see, my fight power, it just lets me run through enemies, essentially. And I'm taking a lot of damage, but the way you offset that is if you could successfully complete a treasure room, then you refill all your health to the maximum. And so I just take a bunch of damage, do a treasure room, like right here, and all of a sudden I've got 390 health, and my maximum is 820 or so, and just like that, hey, my health is back to full. Amazing. Like it never even happened.
I have a specific question for you here, Chestrick, of course.
Sure.
We had Retro Game Challenge 2 and Nintendo World Championship, which are modern compilations of retro games that people can play on, their modern consoles in case they don't have access to the older original hardwares. And so my question is, if I, someone who never owned an NES, and if anyone else who does not own an original console of an NES wants to play Gauntlet, is there an accessible way for them to play it now?
That is a good question. It might be on an NES Mini. I don't know that for certain. I own one, but I haven't used it in a while. So I'm sure someone in chat can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure that there are other ways to play this game. I do not know them off the top of my head.
No, that's completely fair.
But I have an NES because I am, twice your age. Excuse me. So it's a bit easier for me because I've had access to this for a very long time. So the most important item right here is a speed potion. Look how much faster I'm running. I mean, we picked the elf because he's already fast. And the speed potion just makes me even that much faster. So we're just flying through. And you'll see sometimes when I'm trying to run through enemies, sometimes I will just literally run straight through enemies. And you can call that a glitch possibly. I don't know if that qualifies. I mean, you can go through this death right here. Oh, see, there you go, perfect. Whether you call that a glitch or not, I believe Feasel, who ran the game back in the day, he said that the enemies are classified as background tiles. And if you and an enemy move onto a tile at the same time, you just go straight through it. So that can save time.
It's a long history of the game does not like you when you and another object share the same space.
Pretty much, yes. We're already in World 3, by the way. I mean, we're just going to be chatting about this game. The game can be over. I mean, how'd that happen? I mean, this is also a game that I definitely put in the classification of a game that is much more beatable in a speedrun than otherwise not. Because, I talked about this code at the end. The intended solution is there are 8 clue rooms throughout the game that you pick up a clue tile and finish the clue room, and then Morak the Outsmarter says, okay, fine, here's one character of your vault code. But since I know what the vault code is from the start, I just skip those rooms and you don't have to do them. So, yeah.
Oh,
good
nice.
times.
Very nice.
But yeah, the World 3 treasure rooms, this game, I talked about the RNG. The RNG really is in the treasure rooms, if anything else. Because, in this treasure room, there are 22 spots that exit can appear. One of them is about 1 second from your start position, and one of them is about 10 seconds. So if you get a bad location, you just lost a lot of time for no reason. But there's not much you can do about that. Some of the manipulations we do in later parts of the run attempt to mitigate that factor, because the World 4 and 5 treasure rooms are even worse, but for different reasons. So we'll talk about that when we get there.
Do you run any of the other Gauntlet games, by chance?
I have played Gauntlet 2. The issue with Gauntlet 2 is that it's, having played Gauntlet, this version a lot, Gauntlet 2 is so much slower. So, the most recent Best of NES had the Gauntlet 2 goal of kill a dragon, which I got the world record in during that time frame. And it was pretty fun trying to figure out because that game is very random in other ways, because the sequence of levels is random depending on when you start the game. And, getting a scenario where you get to a dragon as fast as possible and kill it as fast as possible it was fun to learn. I have not played, being a retro, a retro type runner, I really haven't played any other versions at all on any future versions.
That's fair.
But I know some of them have been run at GDQs even, and they're very interesting to watch for sure.
Yeah, there was a 4-player run of Gauntlet 4, I think, last SGDQ.
Last year, yeah. That was a very fun run to watch. It was as fun as single player is. Multiplayer is even more fun, for sure.
Oh, for sure, definitely. We got a question here in chat. When you game over, do you start over completely, or can you start from the last room?
Every time you complete a treasure room, it updates your continue code at the bottom. If you use that code, it will start you at that treasure room with whatever items you would currently have in your inventory. I mean, the password is, I believe there's a formula out there that you can get whatever password you want with whatever items you want. So it has been broken because it's a very simplistic game.
Of course.
But yeah, it's possible to make it, beatable if that happens. So I can use that to recover if, something horrible does happen. Hopefully it won't come to that. So, all right, here's the first clue room. You see that big question mark block? That's a clue.
I do.
So if I pick that up, Morak will tell me part of my code. But unfortunately, I don't have time for that. So we're just gonna go. See ya.
Oh yeah.
And
So
then
these
he
codes
looks
are
up
like,
here and he lets you. You will never find the orb now. Boy, little does he know what's coming. So
little does he know.
he doesn't know. Now, so I shot that treasure chest there. So I have what's called super shots. Super shots give you, and it's not 10, it's 11 actually for some reason. Your next 11 shots pass through all kinds of obstacles, including doors and chests and food and pretty much anything. All right, so first manipulation here, we're gonna do is we're gonna pause on this exit, and then hold and release A right there. This will guarantee there's 2 spots for the exit, top and bottom. This will put the exit up here. All right, now we're gonna manipulate again. All right, for a treasure room. Now this treasure room is terrible. There are 16 exits. One of them is real. Can you tell? It's this one. You can't tell. They're all the same. They all look the same.
They're all the same.
But because I manipulated it, then I just knew which one it was. So, how about that? But that's where the biggest time losses come without manipulations. Before we found them in 2022. Sometimes you just straight up don't find the correct exit, and you time out, and you've lost 30 seconds. So, then you reset because you lost 30 seconds. We're gonna do this again for this one. Hope we get the same exit. And we did.
Beautiful.
Excellent. We're already in World 5. Can you believe it? We're almost done. This game is so fast. Amazing.
It really is.
Yeah. World 5 is very, very difficult. This is where everything falls apart. Because the enemies are really strong. You can see they're doing tons of damage even though I'm, just running by them. Or through them. But luckily there are quite a few treasure rooms. Alright, so the treasure rooms again have fake exits. And this will guarantee this exit should be, I think, right here. The elf is so fast with the speed potion, the elf can check all the exits in World 5 treasure rooms no matter what. But knowing where they are, that's where the big time saves come. So you don't have to check them all. Alright, these exits, don't take the exits. Please don't take the exits. There you go. The last exit is the right one. So that's the other part of the game, is that you know all these rooms that I'm skipping. Some exits take you to the right way, some exits don't. And if you go to a room that doesn't have anything and just cost you time, then yeah, that's not desirable for sure.
Oh, I can imagine.
Get out of the way, please. Thank you. Okay. Acid puddles are very random in their movement. They can just very easily block your way. So you see, I currently have 9 potions, or bombs as they're called in this game. They're pretty much, they do damage to everything on the screen. And the elf luckily has good magic power, and I picked up a magic potion in room 49. So the bombs are pretty strong, again, to mitigate damage, because there were so many enemy generators in that middle path there. And the lag, too. The lag is terrible if you don't use bombs to clear out. And we say, first try! There we go. Alright. How did I know that exit was there? Amazing. Okay. Now we got the last hard stretch here. This exit can be... We don't manipulate this one, because the exit can be in one of the 4 corners. I got first corner, too. That's really good. You don't see that every day. But sometimes the manipulation takes so long that it's not worth it, which is unfortunate. Alright. Let's hope we get the right exit here. Again, exit top or bottom. I should get the top based on my manipulations. I have the right amount of keys and bombs to get to the end. So I'm gonna pick up this key and pick up this key. That's all I need for the rest of the run. All right, we hit all the manipulations. That is
Beautiful.
good. That makes me very happy because it's not guaranteed at all. Now I need this asset. I'll get out of the way. Thank you. If you're wondering why I'm not taking damage right now, I picked up an item in 91. It's an invulnerability potion. It makes me invulnerable for a certain period of time. At the cost of my health declines at twice the rate. So you see my health is going down faster than it was before. But in World 5, a tremendous asset. Okay, now we have the vault code. We're already at level 100. Can you believe it? We're already at the end of the game.
Dang.
And the vault code spells out God Boner. Now, I can only assume that the devs had a sense of humor. But, I mean, if you look at that, what does that say? That's what it says. I mean...
That's what it says.
And hey, we're in. Okay. Alright, so we got the dragon here. I have 900 health. I have way too much health, so it's fine. So we get the three-headed dragon right here. It does a lot of damage to you. But, they only start shooting you when you shoot them. And the three heads act independently. And you see that the shots from the sides are hitting the middle head when I do this. So that keeps me safe. And we can do this. There we go. We're just gonna we'll trade damage. It'll be fine. There we go. We got one bomb left. Now, we can't forget the orb. Don't forget the orb.
Never forget the orb.
Never forget the orb. I want to see orbs in chat, please.
Orb.
I'm gonna go ultra safe here. Because we got orb. And time.
Beautiful.
There you go. I mean, the game is so fast. I barely had time to explain what all the items were and what I was doing, but the game's over. What can I say? And that is Gauntlet in a nutshell.
That was an amazing run.
It's been, thank you. It's been in GDQs at least 5 or 6 times. I know, again, Feasel ran it at least in 3 GDQs way back in the day. I know, let me think here, and let's see. I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, Feasel and Mythical did a co-op run in 2017, I believe. My brother and I did a co-op run in 2023. Unos and Digshake did a race back in 2016. I don't remember what year that was. In 2018, not sure. And if I had been going to GDQ this year, I'm sure my brother and I would have done a race also. But sadly, I will not be there. But never fear, because my brother will be there. And according to the fancy schedule that I'm looking at right now, he will be playing Gauntlet on Saturday morning at 7:56 a.m. and that's Eastern time, because I'm in Eastern time. But adjust the time accordingly to wherever you are. So if you want to watch
Central
that run,
local time
should be a good time.
Yeah,
and you can see this beautiful end screen. Questor the elf has recovered the orb and saved Rendar from some guy named Morak the Outsmarter. Again, I didn't even have time to explain why he's the Outsmarter. He wasn't smart enough to change his vault code correctly. I mean, I don't know. But the orb is freed and Morak has fled the land. Hopefully he doesn't come back.
Hopefully. But yes, this was an absolutely amazing run. And of course, is there anything last thing you want to shout out that's like specific to Gauntlet before we head on to Arkanoid here? Of course, you can do all your shout outs again, but if there's anything more you want to give here.
Oh yeah, sure. I will definitely shout out the community, because back in 2022, when we were trying to figure out exactly how to improve the game, and some members of the community figured out all the manipulations that you just saw there, they were all figured out by them. It was not even me. I'm just the beneficiary of their work. So, shout outs to everyone who worked on that. And I mean, I had the world record, the last world record before manipulations, it was 14:18 or so. The world record is currently 13:36. The manipulation saved almost over 40 seconds. And again, the end of the game was not safe at all if you didn't do manipulations. And now I pretty much finish every run. If I wanted to finish every run, I could. So it's incredibly safe now. But shout outs to everyone who did that, because they put in all the work. They analyzed the code. They figured out the button presses. I couldn't have done it. I don't know anything about it. But yeah, thank you all very much. That was a lot of fun. But don't go anywhere. I have one more game yet to play. So we'll see.
Of course, do not go anywhere, everyone. Please stay tuned for another run here by Chester. It's going to be Arkanoid. And of course, thank you so much to Chester for this amazing run of Gauntlet. And please go watch SGDQ 2026, where we just said Yelsrake is going to be doing it again on Saturday morning. Unfortunately, Yelsrake cannot be here tonight. I did originally want this to be a co-op run between these two, Chestrick and of course Yelsrake, but unfortunately he could not be here tonight. But Chestrick is here. I combined your names by accident right there.
Not the first time it's happened, I'm sure.
That's fair. Chestrick is here to not give just one, but two amazing runs, and we're going to be right back with the second one, y'all, with Arkanoid right after the break. Hi, everyone. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful night here. We're here with the last run of tonight's episode of The Scenic Route. If you're just tuning in and you have not seen The Scenic Route before, The Scenic Route is a show that's all about glitchless and NMG runs, no major glitches, or runs that just naturally have little to no glitches in them. Now, of course, I am focusing on retro games. Here, we focus on some more modern spins on retro games, modern collections of retro games that came out mostly in the 80s, with Nintendo World Championship, NES Edition, and of course Retro Game Challenge 2 with the Demon Returns series of Mr. Shasta. And now we are here with Arkanoid with Chestrick. Chestrick just showed off a gauntlet here. That was an amazing run. A run that I saw at SGDQ 2023 live that I absolutely loved while I was on a social media shift. And of course, as I was also on a social media shift at AGDQ 2024, my first AGDQ in person, where at 8 in the morning I saw Arkanoid, and I was just like, this game looks amazing, and this is going to make everyone's, of course, bones creak, because I'm young enough to not even have heard of Arkanoid before I had saw that run. But we're here running that back, Arkanoid, any percent by Chestrick. So Chestrick, please take it away to close us out for the night.
Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Welcome to Arkanoid, everyone. For anyone who enjoyed my run at AGDQ 2024, I'm going to attempt to replicate that success, because that was one of my better live showcases that I've ever done. And as you can see, the ball moves very fast, even in the demo. So I guess I will show off the controller to the camera. This is the controller that was boxed with the game back in 1980. Boom, 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 boom. So this the dial controller makes you move the boss, which is the paddle at the bottom, very, very fast. And without that, the game is not completable very easily. So, but let's get started, because I can't handle talking anymore. I gotta play the game. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, have fun.
Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna do. Mention the glitchless. There are no glitches that I can use that I'm aware of. We are gonna try manipulation to see if I get the break capsule in the first level on the first try. We did. Nice. So,
beautiful.
Shout outs to Link7777, who found out that if you start at an exact pixel perfect spot and shoot the ball and stay still, you will get the break capsule, which is the pink B capsule. It's tough to see because my TV is very old. I'm not sure if you can see the B on the capsule, but I go by the color. And the break capsule is the most important capsule in the game because it warps you to the next level and just lets you skip breaking all the blocks from that level. And he has the world record in the 80% category because he manipulated the entire game and beat the game in about 12 minutes. And I will never be able to do that.
I was wondering why there was a 16-minute disparity between first and second place on the leaderboard. I was going to ask that.
That is the reason, yes, for sure. All right, serious time here. This is the hardest level in the game.
All right, seriously.
Well, yes, this is what round 3 does.
Oof, my goodness. I remember seeing this. This is so intense.
It is. Why they chose to put this level at the very start of the game, I mean, I guess to figure out if you're serious about playing the game. Who knows? But... There we go. Now we're good. Okay.
I appreciate how they start off like right off where you left off and not like you have to start the whole level over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't mean to grab the slowdown. Oh, there's a break. So yes, I did. And goodbye. See ya. All right. Look, we just made up so much more time from that. All right, so yeah, to get back more into the mechanics of the game, the gold blocks are the only indestructible blocks. So that's why level 3 is so hard, because you have to get around them all to get to all of the color blocks, which are the ones you have to destroy to beat the level. The silver blocks are similar, but they take multiple hits. Right now they take 2 hits. Later on they will take as many as 6. It increases every 8 levels how many hits they take.
Oh, wow.
There is a level coming up, level 11, that only has silver blocks. And I couldn't dodge the power up there. That's alright. Okay. And the silver blocks never drop power-ups. So that's part of the problem. The power-ups are definitely going to be the what carries you through the game for sure. You can see what they do. I mean, the blue E is extend. It makes the boss bigger, makes it easier to hit stuff. The light blue is disrupt, which splits the ball into 3, which is good, but the main drawback of disrupt is that you cannot get an additional capsule if there's more than one ball in play. So you'll see sometimes I get a disrupt and just let the 2 extra balls drain, because I want power-ups. So I mentioned the pink break capsule is a warp to the next level. The gray P is the player, that gives you a 1-up. Also a very good capsule, but they are very rare, so we will celebrate when we see one. The lighter pink, I guess more orange one, is slowdown. Definitely useful in a speedrun to keep you... useful in a marathon speedrun to keep the ball from going insanely crazy. So we take that... the speed of the ball varies by level. Some levels start very slow, some levels start fast, and just... the mechanics for how the ball speeds up, it takes note of when the ball hits something. And that something can be a block, or an enemy, or the boss itself, or the sidewalls, or the ceiling. And when you get to a certain amount, the ball will speed up and also change angle, which is the main cause of deaths in this game. Because a sudden angle change as the ball's rocketing down to the bottom, unless you have pretty good reflexes, which I still do even at my advanced age. I'm definitely far from perfect, though. I mean, the best run I've had for number of deaths is, I think, 6. And luckily you get, I mean, being in an arcade port, essentially, you do have plenty of opportunities just in points to get 1-ups.
Oh, nice.
You get 1-ups at 20,000, 60,000, and then every 60,000 thereafter. And thank goodness you do, because without that, this run would be much, much harder to do, at least in a 1cc type format.
I have a question. Do these communities have a Discord service for Gauntlet and Arkanoid? Because I couldn't find one on SRC, and I was wondering how runners of this game kind of trade information with each other.
Gauntlet does for sure. If Arkanoid has one, I am not aware of it. The main problem, with the controller I showed at the start of the run, without that controller, the game is very, very difficult. There is a continue code that you can use to survive through the game, even with deaths. Because the main issue with playing with the NES controller is the boss moves at a fixed speed, and that speed is slow. So you get to a certain point in the game where it's just not catching up with the ball, unless you perfectly predict 100% of the time where the ball is going at all times, which is not... It's possible, but I can't do it.
It's possible, but is it going to be fun to do, you know?
No. In my opinion, no, not at all. So level 8 here is the start of a few what I call puzzle levels, because the goal of trying to get the ball in between all the gold blocks to hit the 7 regular blocks you need to finish the level can be problematic. This is one that I have never found a good setup on. Yeah, that's alright. I mean, some levels, if I take a death, yeah, it is what it is. So hopefully I can line this shot up. There we go. Good. Yeah, I mean, some levels are just... There will be much harder levels coming up that are super annoying, and I pretty much budget a death for a lot of them because it's just going to happen. You know, it's
really the thing that hooked me about
some levels you hope you beat it without a death. Then you say this run's pretty good. I didn't die on this level that I always die on.
Truly, the thing that hooks me the most about this game when I first saw it live, it is genuinely so mesmerizing to see you control the ball while it is going incredibly fast. It is such an impressive thing.
Yeah, I mean, I first started playing, I think it's either the first or second game I ever played for the NES. So, I mean, this is literally almost 40 years of practice speaking. So that's where my
Yeah, it's incredibly
skills
impressive.
come from.
Like
for sure.
to see all that.
I mentioned at the start, there's no glitches that I'm aware of for this run. This is I want to say maybe not pure skill, but it's a lot of skill. And here we just take a break. How's it going, chat? I hope everyone's doing well tonight. I know the ball's going to come right to where I am twice in a row. It's okay. See, there's one.
Beautiful.
And we'll get another one right there. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Perfect.
Yep. If you don't think I played the game a lot, how did I possibly know that?
Exactly. Do you mind if I read out an announcement real quick here?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I just wanted to say, I wanted to give a wonderful shout out to Frame Fatales, the Frame Fatales community. Of course, the submissions for Flame Fatales 2026 had just closed, and please go check out all the submissions there on the submissions page to see and support all the amazing women and femmes in speedrunning for submitting to that event. But also, they're doing a Frame Fatales Game Jam. Frame Fatales, a community supporting women and femmes in speedrunning and gaming, is hosting Frame Jam, a game jam running June 5th through 21st, with team building starting June 1st. So, !FF in chat to learn more if you want to be involved in your very own game jam. But now back to this run. I am curious kind of like what your relationship is with this game, if you run any of the other Arkanoid games, because I know there's multiple.
Oh, there are many versions of this game for sure. There is it's funny that the Japanese version of the game requires a Japanese Voss controller, which I thought was very interesting.
Oh, really?
And the game is not exactly the same either. I also play the arcade version because I have an arcade dial as well. And I mean the American NES, the NES version, there are additional levels at the end for some reason, and I have no idea why. They want us to have more fun. But yeah, the Japanese version and the arcade version the level 3 that I started with is actually a different configuration in the arcade version and the Japanese version. There's another row of gold blocks at the bottom. And whether that makes it harder or not, I'm not sure. It seems like it actually make it easier, to be honest, because the blocks you have to destroy at the bottom are just so low to the bottom. And I set this up, I think it was AGDQ 2019. I set up Arkanoid in the practice room at GDQ and asked people to come play it to see how far they got. And overwhelmingly, level 3 is where everyone stopped. Because that's how hard level 3 is. I mean, that's almost your introduction to the game. Like, hey, you had, here's levels 1 and 2, they're not so bad, and here's level 3. Yeah. Have fun.
You gotta be locked in. You gotta be absolutely goated at Arkanoid.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Logging in. This is so impressive. I'm obsessed with this. Just the speed at which the ball is going.
That was close. There we go. All right.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's a hard level to do in one life.
Literally, whenever I
got that.
Whenever I see you run this, I'm holding my breath when the ball gets that fast.
I appreciate it when I did this at GDQ in 24. I think it was in level 32. I got an audible gasp from the audience, and that really made me feel good. Like, yeah, the audience is with me. Like, how did you get that? How did you save that? And then I died right after they said they did that. But it made me feel like, holy moly, what is going on in this run?
Yeah, I can see people in chat loving it.
Good.
We do have a question here in chat. Were a lot of games that came out after Arkanoid kind of like based on Arkanoid? What are the different versions of this game that exist, essentially?
The other one that I know the most about is the Revenge of Doe, which was on the Super NES. There's no Voss controller for that version. It just uses the NES, the Super NES controller. But they mitigated the problem of the speed by, I believe you can hold down a button that makes the Voss move faster. So that solves a bit of that problem. Not perfectly, but But that version also has mini bosses every so often, which is interesting. So that
are they mini bosses? How are they like?
Yeah, they are various. I want to say creatures, I guess is the best way, and they have weak points. So you bounce the ball against the boss, and if you hit the weak point, you do damage. And if you do enough damage, then the boss dies and you advance to the next level. And they can also shoot projectiles that are similar to the enemies that come off the top of the screen. And they, the ball redirection is a lot worse. I say worse, more interesting, because the ball redirection on this version is, a direct angle change. In other versions, it can actually change the angle of the ball as well. So if a ball hits an enemy at the bottom of the screen, yeah, good luck. You better guess right where the ball's going to go, or it's just going to go straight past you.
Yeah. I am curious. I'm curious about your opinion on this. There is another show here on GDQ Hotfix called Creature Corner that is essentially like anything that is like a creature, but just not like that isn't a human. Is a paddle a creature? Does a paddle count as a creature?
I would think under certain circumstances, I would think that would be true.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I am by no means an expert in this area, but in my personal opinion, I would say, yeah, it could be.
Yeah, food for thought. Food for thought. Let me know what you think, chat. Exactly.
We will mull that over at a future date for sure.
Exactly. But you were getting into something about this level before I asked.
Yeah, it's. I've taken 2 slowdowns. I mean, again, trying to play marathon save because I could just go totally out of my mind, but if I die, I have 5 extra lives right now, which is a decent amount. I did get a 1-up in the previous level too. So I mean, I'm at a decent amount of lives that I'm not anywhere near in danger of game overing. There is a continue code, like I mentioned. I hate using it because it feels in my mind, as someone who's 1cc'd the game, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, it feels like it cheapens the experience. And the last time I used the continue code, I used it 3 times in the same run, and that was just embarrassing. So, yeah. And that was a level that I wish I had the laser, a minute sooner. But again, the capsules being mostly random, that's where a lot of the luck comes in trying to get a world record or trying to get a decent time. That if you just don't get break capsules, I mean, the 2 main categories are any percent and warpless. Warpless meaning if you see a warp, you don't take it. But sometimes if you're going for any percent and you just flat out don't get a warp, then oh look, you did warpless by accident. Good job. I just got another 1-up, right? I have 7 lives now. I should play a little bit riskier now. Famous last words, but...
We always love playing riskier. We really do.
Let's go. This is probably the last... I mean, there's another level. This is probably one of the last easy levels. So really, the blocks that give power-ups are predetermined, and they're always the same. I think, mentioning what Link7777 did, was he found that the formula for determining what capsule you get from a block is based on the horizontal position of the boss at the bottom of the screen and the tens digit of your score. Why? I have no idea, but that's what determines it.
That's an incredibly specific thing to be manipulating.
And then that's why he was able to beat the game in 12 minutes, because he just mapped out the entire game by looking for break capsules and figure out, okay, how can I get to a break capsule? Bounce the ball this particular way, and if you're at the same coordinates every time with the same score, you'll get the same capsules. So, there you go. And it worked to perfection. See if we can do some juggling here, since I have no reason to give up the ball. Well, yeah. Of course, I say that, and then the balls come down at the exact same time, and there's literally no way to save them both. But I will try and then die. You don't want to do that. So. All right. Yeah, we're getting into a few more complex levels here. And again, I level with the... there are versions of the game where you can actually break gold blocks. If you shoot them like 200 times or something. As far as I know, you can't break gold blocks in this game at all. There is no possible way. So in this level, this laser is totally useless. I can't shoot past the gold blocks. But the game doesn't know that, so it will continue giving me lasers even though I don't want them. We're going to take the slowdown because I don't know what this ball is going to do. You get these weird loops like this, and you hope for an enemy to knock it out of whatever pattern it's in. But the enemy doesn't care either, so...
Yeah, fair. We just ask the game nicely to not give you lasers anymore?
You can. The next level is even worse. The next level has...
Oh, no!
The next level has 0 blocks you can shoot with a laser, and it will give you lasers seemingly all the time.
My goodness.
Let's see if I get a laser on the first capsule. No, I got a catch. Okay. Catch I haven't really talked about. Catch makes the ball stick to the boss like that. And I can use the single button on the controller to fire it when I want to fire it. I'm actually going to see if I can keep this disrupted so I don't get any laser capsules. See if I can... I lost one. Right. Feels bad. It's tough to juggle 3 balls at once. 2 balls, not too bad. Boy. And then I got another 1-up. What is going on? This is a true marathon run if I've ever seen one. Do your worst.
Ooh.
Oh no. Okay, we're good. Whew. No problem. This one thing that I've used, in this version of the game is that there's really only 3 angles. There's steep and then average and then extreme. In other versions of the game, there are many more than 3 angles. So doing that constant back and forth motion where you're hitting a block at the same point every single time is much harder to do in other versions of the game.
Oh, so fun.
That's why I really haven't. I mean, I'd love to do arcade Arkanoid at a GDQ someday, but it's much less consistent. So
that would be really fun.
Someday.
Chad can't see me, but during that last level, my eyes just like opened so wide at how fast the ball was moving and how impressive this gameplay is. And Chad is really sharing that same sentiment. Whenever the ball gets that fast, we're just like, oh my god, how is he doing that? That's amazing.
And I appreciate that, chat. Thank you for being here tonight.
Yes, please, and thank you for being here.
I do have to give shout-outs to a member of World 9 Gaming. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. But at AGDQ 2025, World 9 Gaming had a Fix My Hardware station. And I have 3 of these Arkanoid controllers, and a lot of them, they didn't, I mean, it's 40-year-old technology. They don't work too well. So I took it to them and said, hey, can you help me fix this controller? And the usual response I got was, what is that controller? I've never seen it before. But one time in 2025, I did happen to find a gentleman who was familiar with the controller and said, yeah, give it to me. I'll take a look at it. And he properly calibrated and everything, and then I'm using it right now, and it works beautifully. So shout outs to you, and I apologize.
Shout outs to the folks at World 9.
The World 9 people in general, top notch, absolutely.
Really.
But that's the biggest problem. It's getting people to play this game is that without the controller, it's really hard to play it at a level where it's not you just save scumming lives and continuing every level. I mean, also the continue code doesn't work on the last level. So if you get to the last level and then game over, you're done. So,
ooh.
Yeah, it can only take you so far. I also did level 21 without a death, which also does not happen very often. So I'm really pleased with how this run has gone so far as the low death count department. But we're going to come up to a stretch of levels from 25 to 32, where, they're hard. So we will.
I can imagine. Let us know whenever you can.
Levels can all be easy, right? Gotta be some
of course.
levels.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We start off with World 3.
Yeah, right. So when's the next hard level? I mean, this level's pretty hard, but the problem is, I mean, you probably get 2 lives worth of points in this level. So if you die once, but you gain 2 lives from points, you still profited. So, I mean, I didn't mention the scoring system itself. Is that the color blocks range from 50 to 100 points. The silver blocks give you points equal to the round number times 50. So someone in chat, I'm sure, can do the math, but that's how much each silver block in this level gives you points-wise. So there are a ton of points in this level. And you can see sometimes if I have, you can see the score scrolling up. If the score is scrolling when the balls drain, you don't die right away either. You also it waits until the scrolling is done, and then you die. And if you have like a laser, you can still shoot while it's waiting for the score to stop scrolling. So if you have blocks in your line of sight, you can kill blocks or complete levels after you die, which is pretty fun. I've actually pulled that off once.
Oh wow, that's an amazing strat.
Very, very funny.
That's really nice. That's really funny, actually.
Yeah, the laser I have here is going to make quick work with this level, thankfully, because the ball starts at a very slow speed, so it takes forever, and aiming the ball to the left, there is a small bias when the ball bounces to the right, so it will bounce to the right more often than the left if you're hitting the ball in the middle of the boss. So it can make blocks on the left very hard to hit, especially after a death. But with a laser, just shoot the blocks, no problem. This is the last easy level, by the way. I mean, I may clear this level before enemies spawn, which I haven't even talked about the enemies spawning. the enemies, if an enemy will spawn, it can have up to 3 at a time. If an enemy spawns, it will spawn on the side where the boss is. So that allows me to, if I want to spawn in a particular spot, I can actually control that by having the boss on the left or right side of the screen. There are some levels, like level 10, way back in 10 when I was one of the auto levels, I was manipulating spawn the entire time to make the level finish itself faster. But a lot of levels, that doesn't really come into play, but it's, noteworthy. So now we're on the hard levels. After all that, here's the actual hard levels. Take from that what you will. So the main problem with this level is trying to get the ball back up to the top after it comes down to the bottom, because the configuration of the gold blocks makes it very, very difficult. But we beat it without a death. This game's so easy. I mean, come on, chat. This game's so easy. You should play this game. If you have a controller, if you can find a decent controller, highly recommend you play this game. And play the game for 40 years. But you don't have to do that. That's just something that I've chosen to do. So. And get a controller.
Look at where it's led you. Look at where it's led you now, because this is really, really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, of all the games that I've played, this is definitely one of them that I'm known for. Because I mean, the leaderboard's got probably 8 or 9 times on there, so there are other people who have played this game. I mean, I created the leaderboard probably 8 years ago, and for the longest time I was the only time on the leaderboard. But then some people started playing the game also with the boss controller, and I thought, all right, I'm not alone out there. It's nice to have others who like this game too.
I mean, if I could access it myself, I'd be playing it in a heartbeat, because this looks so fun.
It's so much fun, and frustrating. I won't discount the frustration factor, because again, I've had people play it at GDQ, and they get to level 3 and they're like, "Why is this ball going so fast? How do you beat this game?" All right, I did die.
Let it be clear.
But,
Let it be clear.
Right.
It is fun.
Right.
It is hard.
All right. Yes. All right. Very important, chat. Get your E's ready, because when the ball hits a lot of silver blocks consecutively, a high-pitched E sound can be heard. When I get this ball in between the 2 rows here, I want to see E's everywhere in chat. Get ready for it. Get ready. Not yet. Get ready. Get ready. Almost there. Here it comes. E. There you go. I mean, I was intentionally not using the laser. See what I did right there? The score was scrolling, and I was still shooting even though after the ball passed by. So I think I killed like 1 block while I was technically dead. All right. That's all. It's luckily with the first hit that I do right there, I'm guaranteed to get that every time, which is nice. Because again, it's hitting a lot of blocks at a very quick rate.
Oh, I did see that.
Very fast level completions. I get slow down the last block, last capsule. All right, I was talking earlier about the speeding up of the ball. This level has the highest speed up when it hits the top of the screen. So you see how the ball's going pretty slow right now. Silvers are about 5 hits right now, by the way. But watch the speed up here. Zoom! There we go. That'll help me finish this level a little bit faster. But here is where you see the pattern. How the pattern of the enemy's movement. They generally move straight down through, between the blocks to get to the bottom. Once they are below the lowest row of blocks, then they do this, circular movement pattern. And until they get to the very bottom, you see this enemy right here, get to the very bottom. And when it gets too close, then it starts going straight down, and it runs into me, and then I kill it by having it run into me. So it doesn't hurt me, which is nice. I mean, that's good. If you're trying to do like a score attack kind of thing, you want to leave 1 block alive, and then just grind enemies at 100 points a pop for as long as you can survive. But I've seen some pretty high scores in this game too. All right, round 28. Another nemesis of mine.
What is the max score you can get in this game?
You can get 9999999 as far as I know.
Oh, nice.
My usual score at the end of a run is probably around 660,000 or so, give or take.
Very impressive.
My run at GDQ was weird because it was one of my lowest scores ever. It was only like 570,000 or something. It was by far like the lowest score I'd ever seen in a playthrough. But it was, I mean, I look back and I watched the run, and the reason was I got 2 breaks in levels with a lot of silver blocks, so it cost you a lot of points. But in the end, going through levels fast is much faster, so it didn't really cost anything in the run. Alright, I'm very sad I didn't get 28 on 1 life. I had 1 block left, and the ball was just going too dang fast. That's right. I got a laser in this level, which is nice. If I can keep the ball on the top and just shoot the blocks down here while the ball stays up the top, maybe. Stay up there, ball. A little longer. Almost. Alright. The problem is that you can only have 2 bullets at a time on the screen, so I can't just mash the button as fast as I want. I'm mashing it, and the bullets aren't coming out because it has to wait for the bullets.
Oh. I guess I didn't notice that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it becomes obvious right there because I'm like frantically mashing the button, like, quick, hurry up, beat the level before the ball comes down and I die. Oh well, what can you do? This is another very hard 1 life clear, but the enemy got on the way there. Help me out. There we go. Yeah, again, 1 death in the level. I still have 6+ lives, so I mean, the odds of me game overing here. I mean, if I game over here in this run, I'm never playing Arkanoid again. That's my guarantee, chat. If I game over in this run, you can. I will sign any document you want that will say you never play this game ever again.
Retire on the spot.
This run. Yes, I will be. The embarrassment will be unrecoverable for me personally. Trying to get this ball. There we go. This block right here is the hardest block because you can't shoot it with a laser. And for some reason, when the ball's on the other side, it never seems to hit that block. I don't know why. This extend should help. Yeah, the staggered goal blocks here just seem to... Oh, there's a break? Alright, see ya! Not a very efficient break, there's only 3 blocks left. We still take it, it's okay. Alright. Another silver block extravaganza here. And a lot of the non-silver blocks have power-ups in them, so... And we took a slowdown. Another thing that I have problems with is that the slowdown and the break are very similar colors on my monitor. So, the break is a little bit darker pink, but sometimes they both look the same, and maybe it's my old eyes, I don't know. So I always sometimes take slowdowns when I don't mean to. But we'll speed these balls up a little bit. We'll juggle this. Let's get some. And I already lost the ball. See, I can't talk. As soon as I start talking, bad things happen. Terrible.
This does seem like a really hard game to commentate and play at the same time.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Like with how hectic everything is at once, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I think. Again, having played the game for so long, for me, it's almost like talking is calming in a way.
Yeah.
Because if I'm ultra focused and not talking, I think that's actually bad for me. But maybe again, just from years of experience, that maybe that's
no, that's completely fair. I mean, to each their own on how they approach commentary. Yep. Because that's how it works.
Mm-hmm. All right, the last really hard level, and in the Japanese and arcade version, this is the last actual level. The main difficulty here is the 6 blocks that are tucked in amongst the gold blocks. They are very difficult to get rid of, as you'd expect. But we'll do our best. There is one of them. And you'll see the ball even on an extreme angle, because the ball can just go, like, swimming down the channel, and it just won't hit. It'll hit the golds and not the color block. Let's see if I can get the ball. All right, I got 2 more. I got the 3rd one. Probably should have kept the catch, now that I think about it. Too late now. All right, there's another one. Wow. Shot the gap there. That was impressive. Game, please. Ah, that's a shame.
Ooh.
That's a shame. That was a tough save. But I got all the hard blocks, so we're good.
Yes, that's good. That
was the goal. Yeah, it's much worse when you have the left side hidden block and you die, you take a death, and there's no shot that kills it off the death. So you like bounce the ball off to the right and you hope you bounce it the correct angle. And then you miss it, and then your ball is sped up, and then you die again, and yeah, it's not a good time. All right, so yeah, we're in now we're in the DLC, I like to call it. The classic DLC for Arkanoid. The levels you will not see in the arcade version or the Japanese version. This is the last appearance of Silver Blocks, and they are 6 hits. We will definitely hope for a laser to speed up the process, or a break. I mean, I've had how many breaks have I had in this run? 3, I think. Not too bad. That was not a break. All right, juggling time. Come on, let's save the balls, please. You can do it. You can do it. Here we go. Got it. Oh, see that? And that's what often happens. Balls come down at the same time. I try to save them both, and I save neither one. That's okay. Most important thing is I still have 6 lives. Ooh, there's the laser. Where have you been this whole time? Oh, alright, so you saw there that the problem with the laser is that when you pick up the laser, there's a short, like 1-second animation of the boss transforming into the laser. The hitbox is tiny when it does that. So it's very, very hard to hit the ball when it's in that transformation phase. So, yeah, that's the biggest drawback to the laser, to be perfectly honest. Got a tiny laser in this level as well. We're gonna shoot everything, and we're done. Easy peasy.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right. The last normal level.
We'll see.
And by normal, you will understand what I mean by normal when I get to the 36th and final round. That was not a very good disrupt. I was hoping for the disrupt balls to clear the box on the left, because they are very hard to get to, but they did not do their job.
It quite literally has been over 2 years since I saw this run, and so I've already forgotten what the last level looks like.
Well, I got 1 block left. There we go. All right, here we go. Get the timer ready, and we have Doe. That is the boss's name, Doe. I don't know why. That is the name. We need to hit the boss 16 times. The projectiles are 1-hit KOs, so dodge them whenever possible. And time.
GG.
There you go. That was honestly a very clean run. I mean, I actually wonder how many lives I have left. I probably have 8, if I had to guess, because it stops counting at 6, but it does count beyond 6. So, I mean, for a marathon setting, that is an absolutely appropriate run to showcase. And I had some pretty interesting saves at the end. I came in under time. Good. I was worried I was over 35 minutes. Okay, that makes me feel good.
No, it was 34:47. Wonderfully.
That is absolutely what a time I would expect to have. With took a couple slowdowns, make the game slower, but hey, this run is so good. And then game over.
It was a really good run, and people loved it. I loved it, especially when the ball gets incredibly fast and shows how masterfully skilled you are at controlling it. It was so much fun. Thank you so much for showing off 2 amazing runs. I'm so excited to see Gauntlet again at SGDQ, and of course see more runs of yours that we will inevitably see here on the GDQ channel, whether it's a mainline or another GDQ Hotfix show, or this show, because I will of course do another retro episode again in the future. Don't know when, but it will definitely happen. With that being said, any final shout outs you want to make, both of course Arkanoid specifically, but also general shout outs you want to make, where people can find you, all that jazz.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I mean, my Twitch channel is twitch.tv/chessjerk. My streaming schedule is very scattered at times, generally 10 p.m. Eastern. If I'm streaming, you will see me online by then. I generally stream retro speedruns. I also do Zelda 1 Randomizer. Shout out to the Zelda 1 Randomizer community. I play all other off-the-wall games like Tetris the Grandmaster or Minecraft, or who knows what you might see on my channel. But that's where you'll find me. Shout outs to all the GDQ people. You're all absolutely amazing, wonderful people. It has been an honor. I mean, my first GDQ attendance was back in AGDQ 2013. That's how long I've been going to GDQs. And I've interacted with so many wonderful people. And it's wonderful, talking to everyone behind the scenes and doing volunteering. I've done 4 GDQ runs, and they were all absolutely wonderful. Had a great experience every time. And, I mean, shout out to my brother, Yellsrake, who will be at the event playing Gauntlet on Saturday morning. I wish you could have been here for this, but hopefully I showed off Gauntlet for you. And I'm sure your run on Saturday morning will go brilliantly. He is the one who has done the most for my stream that I can think of, because he's much more tech literate than I am. Whenever I have OBS problems, he's the first one I call. So shout out to you, bro. Thank you very much. And Ozmourn, thank you very much for inviting me. This has been a lot of fun. And you can see the sign right there, hopefully on camera. You gotta have heart.
You gotta have heart.
Everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chester, for that amazing run of both Gauntlet-Arkanoid. We had an amazing series of retro games for y'all here tonight. Both modern spins with the compilations such as Nintendo World Championship and Retro Game Challenge 2, but also tried and true retro games such as Gauntlet and Arkanoid here by Chester. I am very excited to plan another retro episode in the future. You can see that this episode was a bit shorter. We did have something a bit longer planned for y'all today, but unfortunately, we could not make that work out due to a conflict. And so Mr. Shasta was here to have a wonderful substitution. We're having a bit of a shorter show today, but we'll be back with full-length shows in our next episode. Our next episode is on June 1st, which means it's going to be the first month of Pride, and I'm going to be bringing a wonderful series of games that are very important to the queer community and to Pride Month for you all for that first day to celebrate Pride. So please come back here in 2 weeks on June 1st. So with that being said, if you missed out here on these shows tonight, stay tuned for the replay of Perilous Paths and of course the Scenic Route coming up right after the break, and tune in tomorrow for Random Number Generation by Skybills and Game Master by Kiara. That will start at 7 p.m. Eastern. And of course, we're going to have a wonderful lineup of runs here for you this week on GDQ Hotfix, including the weekend where we're going to have the AAPI special. So please check that out. My name is Ozmourn. We are going to be back here again in 2 weeks. And I do want to also say happy No Dirty Dishes Day. Please go wash your dishes before you go to bed. I forgot to say that before the run, but I'm going to make it up here now. That being said, my name is Ozmourn, and thank you so much for watching the Scenic Route again. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.